hope you're having a lovely day. I'm Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And hi CJ, you really want people to gamble, but this is not this kind of challenge. Okay. There are some changes to the plan. Specifically, I may have a bit more time today than usual for a Friday stream, which means that I can actually go for
Wish me luck!
the last quest from the event, which would be awesome. Very, very awesome. So, let's get straight into it. There is no time like the present. I really want Ashvapati to be, if not innocent, I want him to at least be, I don't know, do not do something incredibly stupid. Okay, let's see. I hope my microphone works though. Wait, let me check. Okay. I'm sorry that my challenge is very old-fashioned, but it is what it is. Okay, toys for the children. Wait until 7 to 10 2 days from now. With Ilan's help, you locate Ashvapati's hideout. There lies a past buried beneath the yellow sands, and with it, truth behind the entire case. Okay. Let's wait for 2 days. Ashvapati. I don't want him to break those 3 children's hearts. That's the thing.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on! Let's go meet up with the others!
We certainly will, Paimon. Wait, the hideout is exactly where the event is? And hi, Meluch. Hi, Mehu. My whole brain got confused. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's time for imagination. Imaginarium theater, maybe? Children's. No! No, CJ, that's too heartless. I'm planning to do Imaginarium on Monday with the Bookworm Challenge account and with my main account. On Monday because I'll need a lot of time. There will be a lot of reading, and also on my main account it will take some time because I actually do have a lot of characters. So I hope it will be fun. It's imagination theater now. You should go tell that to Hoyo, not to me.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Heartless assault for Primo. Everyone is so heartless today. I feel very bad for those 3 children.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
They're already talking about worst-case scenario? CJ, children can't wait in this case.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo. Yes, we're ready to roll then!
What are they going to do to Ashvapati?
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Let's go.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
Oh, okay, Meho. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for joining for a bit. Ah, those poor children.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
It's very possible, right?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught.
I really hope that they have, forced him to do this in some way.
But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
Yeah, that's true, but he's trying to do something completely different, right? And he was specifically going after other people's weapons.
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound.
Hi, Jatin. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am not gambling. People want me to gamble, but I can't gamble on the challenge account. And I never gamble on my main account either. Just not this kind of person, I'm sorry.
Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
I really hope that he doesn't... Look at those 3 kids. They deserve the world. This guy has to make amends, no matter what has happened.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises? It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
The problem is how the children will react when we do whatever we are prepared to do.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Yes, Jatin, I do want Navi on my main account, but unfortunately I can't get her right now. My rules for pulling are very, very strict, and I have to wait. I guess I'll have to wait another 2 years, probably, to get her. No! CJ, that's very heartless.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Okay, toys for the children. Where am I supposed to go? Interesting. There were many treasure hoarders and stuff going on around right here. Navi needs to be present in this account. No, she will not be present in the Bookworm Challenge account, unfortunately. But I do want to get her for my main account one day.
Stop right there!
Oh, this line from the event with Bruce. It was so awesome. You're the first person I have heard losing 3 50-50s in a row. No. The thing is that after those 3 50-50s, I got the capturing gradients, and then I lost another 50-50, which was very sad. They're not toys for Dottore. Hi, Lai. I hope you're having a lovely day. Can Navia? Don't worry, Navia can be present when you join. Yes, you're always welcome, Lai.
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
What do they mean we missed him? There is a notebook here. When did he disappear?
Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Strange. Did he lead us here on purpose?
It's starting to get very interesting. There is a note here.
There's a letter here!
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
But how could he have known? Did the children manage to tell him in some way? I don't think they had any connection to him after what happened.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
Do you think that it's possible that Ashvapati was actually forced to join this group and he's trying to dismantle it? Like leaving deliberately the same clue every single time that they do an operation?
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
That would be the best case scenario.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
Jatin, you just hope Chevros doesn't end him. It's, yeah, that's something I really hope as well.
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Okay, they're thinking the same way as I'm thinking. That this guy is doing something that is actually not in accord with the criminal gang.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead.
Let's read the letter.
That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort.
I wonder if Hoyoverse is looking at all those people complaining about the reading part, and is now making even letters be, voiced out so people don't need to read.
I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes.
So he has done something that's, a crime.
It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo.
Oh my CJ, you bullied Glory from Mondstadt? No. You certainly needed a voice for notes. You wish they added it for books too. Oh my, I still have to read the books from this patch, by the way. Lots of things are left to do. Wait, I don't remember. Which... Is the Dottore from Ksharewar? I don't remember where he's from.
He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst.
Wait, this is not Dottore for sure.
Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara researcher. If you need something, I could...
Ashwapati was part of the academia? If this was happening when they were adding people from Sumeru Desert just for, showing that they're very nice, but instead of allowing them to study, they were just barring them from anything that was considered difficult, it might explain a lot of things.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in.
So they basically pretended to be nice people? I don't think that is what they will want him to do.
Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is... weapons.
He shouldn't have said that.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward.
He's not really a good guy, or is he? If he believes this... But now he was just making toys for the children, so something has made him change.
My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
He adopted those kids, he must be good. That's what I'm thinking, Jatin, that he probably started off just thinking about weapons, not realizing that making those weapons will actually make the world worse. And then he had a change of heart and started caring for those kids. And, restarted his pursuit of learning to go for toys and something fun for children. Also, CJ's point about the knave also kind of matters. You never know the reasons behind the adoption.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
This conversation is going completely different from what I imagined, to be honest.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
It was the eremites that actually put him on this path? This is unbelievably sweet.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give him something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children.
Never be like you're living with enough resources in the desert. I think they were incredibly lucky. What Nefer was experiencing was exactly where different eremite tribes were going after each other. And these ones said, okay, we have found a corner that is far away from everybody else. We have water and we have a bit of food here, and that is enough for us. The ones that were Nefer's family were in the midst of a battle for one single well. And that's where things became, much more complicated.
It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me.
The only thing is that, there is always a chance that this small eremite tribe could be found by others, and maybe that's why Ashvapati decides again to return to weapons?
Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything.
Yeah, exactly as I was thinking. I know what you mean, but as far as I know, we can't be collecting holy ink that a peaceful life. Well, it was enough for them. Who are we to judge them?
Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Hi, Daniel. I hope you're having a lovely day.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
Yeah, and that's where things become complicated again, right?
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get!
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
They were looking for the culprit behind the attacks. Yeah, we still don't know that part of the story. It's never enough for them. Oh my CJ, I love the Sino jokes. I think that Ashvapati is probably trying to lead us to that culprit. I don't think it's him. It wouldn't make sense with the clues he has left behind.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over.
Oh, I think this is a huge mistake.
All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done.
No. He probably went to tell them what he could do. And those three would have been much happier about those weapons.
I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
As a Dory underling, you would scam him? Oh no.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Ashvapati.
We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out more left and right to get their hands on it.
Ashvapati is such a complex character, for sure. I don't know about the primos behind him. Ah, you mean the challenge I haven't done? Yeah, it is. I have not explored the desert at all. I need to get Nahida to be able to come here.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here.
Yes, you do see a statue of the Seven that was not unlocked. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Keep thinking like this, Ashvapati. Don't make a stupid mistake.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
You also saw an unopened chest in this economy. Oh my.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
That's what I don't understand. He's researching weapons. He's researching how to make them more powerful. And what does he think those weapons will be used for if not for hurting others?
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Oh my lie, you haven't explored the desert either. I know, CJ, I know.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that?
They've used the weapons to attack his tribe.
No. Kaem was it.
No good deed goes unpunished, as they say. He has to find those kids. At least we know that he saves the kids.
How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say there was a good reason. They had nowhere else to turn back then. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children.
Doesn't that imply that there were far more children in that place?
And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place.
You can see the Kandrian reference in here. I am surprised that those children can even be so happy to begin with. After everything that they've been through. The Kandrians boasted themselves as the most powerful and advanced, yeah. I can see that, yeah. It is a very good quest, Jatin, for sure. I'm really surprised that those 3 can be so cheerful.
This confession is for the kids to read too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened.
Yeah, you're probably right. They could have either been too little to remember, as Lai says, or yeah, there are definitely children that can bounce back, which is very sad to say because that means that, you know, we have proof that children have had to go through such an awful thing. That is also true. It might have been such a huge trauma that their brain has just erased it to protect them. Whatever the case is, this is absolutely heartbreaking. We have to find Ashvapati. He has made terrible mistakes, and I think he was incredibly stupid for not understanding what his research would lead to. But I do think he's a genuinely good person. And he cares for those 3 so much. So we have to find who is behind all of these attacks now and get to Ashvapati before it's too late.
I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in.
No.
Above all else, they deserve a true family.
No. There was already a self-unsubscribing person in the last quest with Yahoda. I need this guy to survive. It might be different children from the ones we saw in the beginning. I actually didn't notice their clothes or appearance that much. He might have also gotten older just because of the stress as well, by the way. One chose to protect and the other to destroy. Yeah. Yeah, the kids might also be different kids from the ones we saw. And these ones could have been very little in the past. You heard crying when he saved them? Oh, I didn't notice that. it could be. They probably don't have models for younger kids. That's very possible too. And research is definitely stressful.
Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
This does sound very ominous, to be honest. CJ, that will not help me. Making another huge mistake on the Bookworm challenge will not brighten my mood. I've already made several. Many, actually. Countless.
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He's going to do something very stupid.
He even lured us to Nodcry to help him get it.
I can do a single pull on standard. That's something I can do. But not much more than that. I have like 3 wishes for standard banner.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Do you think he's going to kind of make the ballistas target the bad guy while he's actually pulling the bad guy out so the ballistas hit both of them? Oh my Jatin, that is very sad to hear. I have only 3 fates for the standard banner because I used them yesterday, if you don't remember. 20 pulls.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
So where do we go to find him?
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's gonna ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
There is a 3 × 0067 chance to pull a Chichi. It would actually be good for the Bookworm challenge, but I doubt that that would happen. Okay, there is nothing else I can find here, right? Okay, let's rush. Where is the meeting point? We have to be in time for this guy. We have to save him.
Ashvapati.
Oh, wait! This was the guy from the desert! This is Senegem, the one that sold the weapons and destroyed the tribe by doing so.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
They've all gotten rich out of those weapons.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
Wasn't his name Spy at the beginning? I don't know, but when we saw him in the desert, it was the same name as now.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Oh, but they knew, Senegem.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
No, he's going to do that stupid thing I told you. He's going to make the weapons go straight for them while he's right there with Senegem.
Is that for Tui Tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever.
He has basically trapped himself with them.
Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you?
Yes.
After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige.
This guy...
You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
that hits way too much close to reality, let's be honest. This guy needs to be caught. Do you remember the trailer with Arlecchino? The one where she catches basically the same archetype of a guy? He needs the Arlecchino way out of the vat.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Because he has a very stupid plan.
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
That's exactly his plan. You know, for a researcher, he is not particularly smart. He's leaving those children alone. They think of him so lightly, so highly, and he's abandoning them.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier!
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
Okay. We are just on time.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
But those things are still coming.
What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Yes, Jadin, I can understand how he thinks, but he should think about those children. He's their whole world.
Stubborn fool.
Ati, Neb and Raya are waiting for you.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
You should atone by taking care of them.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead.
The problem is that whether in Tevat or in the real world, I feel like humans are choosing weapons again and again.
It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
How?
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
But
fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
That was so awesome!
No funny business!
Oh my, that was so awesome! That punk guy finally got what he would deserve. That was amazing. And Beidou was so cool. I totally get you, Lai. It definitely reminded me of Liyue's battle. That was amazing. Oh, I want more. I want more from this quest. Ah, and this cutscene is from an event. You know that they added that you can replay cutscenes in-game if they're from the Archon quests. Ah, I really want to be able to replay those ones from the events as well. I know that they will upload it on YouTube. I'm absolutely sure of it. But I really want it in-game as well. They brought Liyue to not cry. And it was absolute cinema. I agree so much. Ah, okay. I was wondering if they were going to use the Traveler to just, destroy all of them one by one, but I am so glad they didn't do that. This was epic. You wish you could give him child treatment every week? I will play it on my main account, but that is just one more time. It was amazing. I'm very happy with how this ended.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
I saw this coming. No, I didn't see this coming either.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that.
Oh, okay, CJ. Thank you for joining and sleep well. See you another time.
I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
Oh, this is how it ends. It was a very cool quest. But recently I've just been feeling that the event quests or the flagship event have been very, very short. Oh, here. Oh, I've already done this, okay. But absolutely amazing. I wonder what they will do with Ashvapati. I probably want to do the next quest as well. And yeah, I do have to do the conversations as well. Wait. This... Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do the next quest. I do have time, which is good. Okay. Return home, children of the desert. Wait until 7 to 10 2 days from now. The case has finally been resolved. However, when the question of how to deal with Ashvapati arises, everyone appears to have a different opinion. It's short because people complained the last Archon quest was too long. Oh my... I do think there is a problem with Archon quests, but I think the real problem is that there is simply no good places to stop. Or it's kind of ambiguous if you can stop in a certain place. That's what I would like them to change, not to make them shorter. It's just an event though, but think about some of the events we've got. Like, I cannot forget, for example, Simulanka. It was such a long quest and there were so many things to do, and it was incredible. There are other examples as well, but my brain always goes to
What do you think
Simulanka.
they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
I've also been really wanting to have another event with like the potions. It was such a cool thing. I loved it so much. But recently they're just doing the 3 games per flagship event instead of making something big, which are not bad. Not bad at all. It's just sometimes I want a bigger thing. Anyway, no point complaining.
Great! Everyone's in one place!
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Never dealing with the real problems. I remember a long time we were actually talking about Simulanka with you and how you didn't get to, unlock Kirara's outfit, which was very sad. I remember.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
I will object as well, Chevros. You have to let him be with the children. If nothing else, he's the only one that is going to take care of them.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevros?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
Oh my, she's going to use that as a leverage?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati, he stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard.
Oh my
Sound
God.
fair?
That's awesome.
Deal.
I completely forgot about the signpost.
Huh. It went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashvapati,
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
That's completely fair. Yep.
But I...
Just do it, Ashvapati. Who else is going to care for those 3?
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently.
Oh, I don't think so, Chevros. The whole point was that those people, his own people, didn't want weapons, right? I did shoot that Sign down, you're right, Daniel. And hi, Angel. I hope you're having a lovely day.
The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
It's like a weight was lifted off my heart. This is literally the best way this can finish for Ashwapati. I was really worried that either he was on the side of the bad guys, or, you know, there will be a misunderstanding, or will be too late, or anything like this. This is genuinely heartwarming to see. And he was never evil. I think he was just incredibly stupid in some ways. So he's definitely a person that deserves a second chance.
Traveler, Yelan, on behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya.
Oh, everyone is going. You had trust in the toy maker? I was very worried. I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried. From the moment he appeared so suspiciously, my heart already sank. Being their uncle is a life sentence. He loves those children. He can be a good parent to them, a good guardian. I don't think he's going to regret, you know, staying with them or thinking of it as a life sentence.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
Okay, this is where he won't get away with stuff. Nefer will definitely find some way in which to, you know, make sure that she's not losing anything.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashwapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
Oh, Ashwapati. You will forever be in Nefer's debt now. Nefer would sentence Ashwapati to go. No, she's not evil, but she's definitely going to make him work for it.
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
He's going to be her personal informant.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
Okay, I really hope that Dory is the nice Dory and not the scammer Dory in this moment.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself.
What? Witch's lore at the very end of the quest? What is this? Is this supposed to make like an oasis?
Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
I'm really starting to wonder, what exactly are Alice's powers? Because this is definitely not related to Pyro. Right? Like, there is no way. She was also able to create those introductions for the witches as well. So I wonder, what exactly does she do? Dory actually has a similar backstory to Ashwapati. Yes, I know. I remember the explanation about Dory. She's really awesome.
What the?
But how did Alice make this?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
What do you mean looks genuine to you? Have you ever seen this?
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Wanted to see the oasis that they would have made? No, we won't see it? Oh, that's very sad.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy.
This is definitely something that Alice would say.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
I don't think Dory's regretting this, to be honest.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Oh my Ati, just say you'll be happy to get it.
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work.
So she's going to take all of their money either way?
I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my Dory.
Deal!
Ati is not the brightest. Oh, poor guys. Hooray! This is very pretty though. Dory always manages to do this.
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
You never know what to expect with Dory. What do you mean, Traveler? We know exactly what to expect with Dory.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Definitely. Dory. The quest was amazing. I enjoyed it from start to finish, even though it almost stopped my heart in a few scenes. But definitely amazing story. I'm really surprised how much they've optimized events as well. The fact that now we can actually look at, you know, how many conversations are left and we don't need to, you know, miss anything because of this. Or even the fact that many of the tutorials were actually a whole story. I was really happy to see all of these changes. Okay, I still have a bit of time over. So let me do something very bookwormy right now. I have to read the things on the map. And there are quite a few. And then I'm going to play the games as much as I can. Okay, let's go. I hope they have like a hidden lore drop right in the middle of those things. Event. Aukor class number 2. On Lempo-Io Not Cry. A new warship belonging to the Crux fleet. Its hull is essentially identical to the Aukor, but its armament features an upgraded version of the Guizhong ballista. According to Beidou, the vessel is set to showcase the Guizhong ballista's precise long-range firepower during the exhibition. You needn't worry about tech leaks, though. This particular model has already been phased out by the Millleaf in favor of more modern iterations. Placing them in the hands of the right buyers to code those troublesome monsters only serves to bolster the peace of the VAT. Okay, Fridays are just very busy for me. I usually have like a real world, you know, engagement to do on Fridays, so I can't be late for it. I can't skip it. It's, you know, I just have to be responsible. That's why I usually have less time. But today, I think I have actually a bit more time than usual, which is very cool. The last game for the defense was super chaotic. Oh, it definitely was. I might want to do exactly this one today. Okay, New Musia Barrage Countermeasure in Nashatown Not Cry. As part of their Trade Expo project, Navi and Clorant have hidden unique mechanisms at the event venue. Through a dedicated relay system, both the barrage firing mechanisms and participating combatants can harness New Musia during combat drills. Okay, nothing particularly amazing. The Whack and Smack defense bots in Nashatown Not Cry. To keep mischievous animals from pilfering her workshop, Aino developed a defensive system. Drawing on the experience gained from her earlier successful products, she carried out a comprehensive upgrade and prepared new models for the expo. Judging by the defense bot's current performance, it seems more than capable of holding off monsters as well. And last but not least, Fire Support Assault in Nashatown Not Cry. Beidou's exhibition project is designed to demonstrate the actual combat firepower of the new Guizhong ballista. By taking this ship to the previously scouted sites and using the monsters there as targets, the full might of the ballista's long-range firepower can be showcased to its greatest extent. They say that surface attack rounds can create immense explosions to demonstrate their destructive power, while aerial interception rounds have fireworks colorants added to them, making it easier to track and observe the effects of each round and ensure that everyone, even amateurs, can witness each beautiful interception. Very cool. Okay, they didn't really mention anything incredible, but I am actually wondering if many nations on Tevat are preparing for war, to be honest. Think about it. Liyue is improving their Guizhong ballistas. Mondstadt is importing all those muskets and everything else and creating their own stuff after researching what people in Fontaine and other places have been doing. And there were even combat tests, let's call them like this, between different nations that gathered right before Notcry. So I do wonder what they're preparing for and what are their plans for the future of Genshin. I really would love to have like one expansion in which we literally go to war in some way. It would be so awesome. Okay, never mind all of this. Let's talk to Stones too. This guy has a very unfortunate name. Well, how be, traveler in the flesh? Talk about my lucky day. I head out on deck to get some fresh air and ran straight into you. Aren't you usually on deck anyway? Me? No. I am the chief engineer. I'm in charge of the ship's propulsion system, which means I'm usually cooped up down below. Does that mean you're always working the oars? That must be very physically demanding. Bro, looks like our tech have done a fantastic job. It's not just outsiders who can't see how the ship works. Even folks like you are in the dark. The oars on Alcor-class ships serve a supplementary role. The main propulsion comes from mechanically powered paddle wheels on the surface and propellers beneath the water's surface. Like you love NPC names because they are either the best thing with lore reasons and beautiful meanings, or, yeah, or stones too. Oh my, this poor guy. If we ever run into a fast-moving monster like a Vision, we'll need enough speed to either keep up with it or make a clean gateway. In a situation like that, it takes the paddle wheels and propellers to give us the power we need. The oars on either side, which can be hooked up directly to the ship's propulsion device, are usually put to use in rough seas to provide torque, keep the hull steady, and make quick, sharp turns. I don't know what that means. I understand the sharp turns, but yeah, the hull steady, that makes sense. Okay, I really don't know that much, sea navigation vocabulary. For example, a good while back, we ran into Beisht. Even though the waves were pounding, we managed to keep the Alcor upright by running the oars in an alternating pattern. Wait, they ran into Beisht? Isn't that the one that we fought before? Yeah, I'm not wrong. Do they mean that Beisht has returned? Or do you think they're talking about all that time a long time ago with us? I don't think that Stone Stew is better than Toad Stew. Plus, when monsters get close and creep up on our blind spots, we can run the oars like weapons to keep them from reaching the waterline and climbing up onto the deck. Like a flail. That never occurred to me before. But of course, we still get good use of our sails. When the winds howl above the raging seas, harnessing their power can really help us save resources. Based is an enemy encountered in the Ark Conquest. Yes, yes. Exactly that, Daniel. What do they mean that they've recently ran into Based? Doesn't that mean that it has come back? That would be ridiculous. Enjoy your fresh air. Thanks, you take care of yourself. I don't think there were other lines, right? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, Stones too. It's very interesting to know. Let's talk with Feng Yun. Alright, we still have enough canned, dried, and frozen provisions. But seeing as we are near the coast, we might as well try to get some more fresh food. Are you the ship's cook? Me? No. I look after the ship's stores and supplies. The cook's busy below deck. It's just too bad that all we have to hand is canned food and dried or frozen supplies. Otherwise, I'd have him whip you up a feast. I do remember that we defeated Based, but he's still alive. But I thought he was supposed to continue sleeping or recuperating for a very long time. Yeah, exactly, like sealed somewhere deep in the ocean, as Sly says. So how could they have encountered him? It's only been a few years, right? That sounds rough. How do you have the strength to sail the seas without proper meals? Well, it's not that bad. I heard that back in the day, sailors had to stick to a strict routine for their meals. Once you left port, you'd eat the perishables first, then ration the rest day by day. Until all you had left were biscuits and bread so stale, it might as well be bricks. Now that's rough. The preservation techniques we have these days are so much better. Our meals might not count as fine dining, but at least everything's reasonably fresh and nutritious. Switching out cryo potions and mist flowers is a breeze, compared to cutting the rotten bits off perishable food, at any rate. You know, back then, I didn't understand why the captain was always sending people ashore to ask about the latest tech, or spending huge sums of mora to have the latest contraptions hauled aboard. But now, I totally get it. I'll never doubt her judgment again. I'll leave you to it then, bye. Alright, hit me up beforehand the next time you drop by for a meal. Thank you, Mr. Feng Yun. Is there anyone around here? Yes, there are. No, I won't be able to finish today. There's so many. There are so many. Okay. Ji Yao. Ahoy there! And welcome to number 2, one of the Crux's very finest. It's always a pleasure to play host to the captain's friends. Make yourself comfortable. Mi barco es su barco and all that. Why did you call it number 2? Oh my, Lai, good luck with the last boss. I'll be doing that on Monday. Wait, what is the Imaginarium Theater like? What are the 3 elements? That's a big question. I need to prepare. Well, technically speaking, she's the 2nd ship of the Alcor class. There are actually many ships much older than her in the fleet. But to keep things simple and help with organization, the captain made a rule. All ships are numbered by their tonnage, biggest two smallest. Dendro, Pyro, Hydro. Oh my, thank you, Lai. Okay. Okay, that's not great, but it's not that bad either. I have Nefer and Dendro Traveler. And then Aino and Barbara for Hydro. I really need to improve my Pyro characters on the weekend. Okay, thank you, thank you. And by that metric, this beauty is comfortably number 2. A lot of our boys have been begging to serve aboard her since she joined the fleet. But of course, with great honor comes great responsibility. Number 2 is slated to patrol the most dangerous waters where she is to keep the shipping lanes free from pirates and monsters. Okay. I think I'll take a look around. Of course, but try not to take anything apart. No matter how curious you get, and whatever you do, steer clear of anything dangerous. Do not go around hitting any ammo. I will try to be careful. Oh my, there is Woxiang and somebody else there. Okay, I can do this today. I really want to be able to spend all of Monday on Imaginarium Theater. Woxiang. Okay. Good day, traveler. Officer in charge of surface warfare and land attack support. At your service. That's quite the job title. It perfectly encapsulates what I do. Captain Beidou has entrusted me with 2 areas of responsibility. The first is surface warfare, which involves overseeing all of our operations against monsters and pirates on the open seas. The second is to control the improved Guizhang ballistae to fire specific ammunition according to the signals we send. When intercepting airborne targets, I'll need to select firework trackers in different colors to assess the damage. And my job is to tell you where to shoot? Wait, this is actually the NPC that does the shooting while we are on the event game? That's kinda cool. Yes. Once you transmit the signal from the battlefield, I'll fire the ballista from the deck. And the surveillance device you'll be shining on the target is deployed from a separate round launched high above the battlefield. It requires time to prepare, and the window it can remain airborne isn't very long. Of course, right now this method is limited to single vessel combat. After all, the Crux isn't intended to face off against entire hordes of monsters in fleet-based operations. Apparently, for particularly demanding missions, the Milleleaf deploys another kind of surveillance device that's capable of remaining airborne for an entire day, allowing them to keep enemies suppressed with remote fire continuously. Not that I can imagine an enemy that would call for that level of firepower. Neither is it something I'd be eager to see. They're preparing for something huge. I'll leave you to it. Keep in the good work. Thank you. I'll do my best. There was another person hidden here. Okay. Okay, I'm already... Okay, I do have a bit extra time today, but not that much. Okay. Gong Miao. This voyage has been a profitable one, I must say. And the work's been easy to boot. What are you mumbling about? Did I hear something about profit? It's like the traveler has turned into Dory. Ah, the captain's esteemed guest. There will be no harm in talking to you. I'm the ship's clerk. My job is to keep track of what we spend and what we earn. Once everything's tallied, I divvy up the profits and gave each crew member their share on the captain's behalf. We took on an escort job for this not-cry voyage, seeing as we were sailing here anyway. It brought in enough to cover our previous expenses. Plus, we loaded hundreds of crates of goods before leaving. There are boxes of high-quality ores and textiles. We'll find someone to sell them for us when we dock in Notcry. Wonder how much Captain Beidou will make. Beidou is super rich, by the way. Extremely rich. A steady stream of income is what the fleet needs to keep growing. If things go smoothly in Notcry, we could find ourselves making more runs in the future. I wish you every success. Goodbye. Thank you. And the same to you. Okay, Captain Beidou is getting even richer. I am not surprised at all.
Ha!
And this is the last one. There isn't someone way up there, right? Please tell me there isn't. Okay, I think there isn't. Seahawk. The nearby waters appear calm for now. No signs of monsters or pirate activity detected. Are you on the lookout? Having free will means using Kinich and Mualani in a lunar plume team. With Colombina and Lauma. Good luck, Lai. I hope this works out. It sounds very cool, to be honest. Are you on the lookout, Seahawk? That's right. I'm the intelligence officer aboard this ship. It's my job to collate the information from various sources to help better inform our operational decision-making. Before we set sail, I learned a fair bit about Notcry, and it's left me worried about running into pirates. If that did happen, we'd probably have to sink them. Or what if some dirty miscreant crept into our ship under the cover of darkness to pilfer our supplies? Or even worse, rob us at gunpoint? We are outfitted to be at sea long term, so we have to manage our resources carefully. The upshot is we don't have a big crew. Even minor boarding actions could quickly get out of hand. In fact, we ran into a group of pirates a few moons back. Nighttime boarding specialists. We took quite a beating before we thankfully managed to drive them off. We've identified a whole host of dangerous elements to watch out for in Notcry, but for whatever reason, they all seem scared to mess with this event. I can only assume the measures put in place by the organizers are working. Wonder if Captain Beidou has had the chance to talk to the person in charge about teaming up. Long-term partnerships are always a boon to have. They have talked to each other. Oh my Lai, I wish you all the luck. I hope it works out. See how Seahawk does not know who the real pirates are? Who are the real pirates? But he seems very focused. I should probably leave him to it. The seams are calm and quiet, but that does not mean we can let our guard down. Okay, all NPCs are finished. Okay, I have like 5 minutes. I want to do the fighting game, because I don't think that will take that much time. I hope. So one last thing. Beidou is a pirate, right? Is she a pirate? She seems to be doing very legitimate work. Okay, event game. Last thing for today. 140. Okay. I am ready. Let's finish with this part. Okay, like the boundless forest line, When facing a formidable foe, one must embody the resilience of a dense forest, miring the enemy across a vast expanse until reinforcements arrive. Such is the goal toward which many a warrior has tirelessly striven. She is a pirate just because she has an eye patch? Oh. Okay, Dendro Traveler, and yeah, it has to work. All party members' Lunar Bloom damage increased by 60%. Let's go. Last thing for today.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Let's see what you're made of.
Propagate!
This is not going that well.
The deception ends here.
Ding dong water bomb! Chew on this! Ha!
No more lies.
Careful! Hold out till fire support arrives.
I don't think you just want me to hold out. You want me to defeat enemies, and it's not going well. And this is the trial, never.
Kerplunk! Scatter! Let the show begin. Spring forth!
Time to come clean.
Why does Beidou have an eye patch when she's a Canarian? That's the only reason, not the reason to have an eye patch.
Can't hide the truth.
It's so bad.
Propagate! Hi? Look, a rainbow!
Oh, come on.
Time to come clean.
I'll protect us. Kerplunk!
No more lies.
Fire support ready.
Okay,
Select a target.
Let's go. This really needs to go well because, yeah, I barely managed to get the bronze one.
Here comes the mother load.
More. Oh, yes. Okay, gold. That's all I need.
Nice guiding. Well done.
Let's dance.
Oh no, it's over. Okay, it was enough. It was enough. Genuinely, how many HP does this guy have? Moalani is dealing 104k each hit? And he's still up? I am playing Kuit 10 times. Oh my, there was another thing. Okay, that will be the last thing for today. Oh my, this Imaginarium. Are you playing on hard mode live? I will probably play on hard mode with my main account. We'll see. Reach a battle rating of 12,000 in Like the Boundless Forest Line in Fire Support Assault during the Where Waves Meet the Reef event. Okay. Now I'm getting a bit out of time. Let's do the last thing. The thing. Oh, okay. It's not a furnishing blueprint, it's an actual furnishing. Okay. Cooperative Engagement Early Model Guizhong Ballista. Outdoor Furnishing Landscape Special Object. A scaled model of the mass-produced Guizhong Ballista. The original weapon system possessed the cooperative engagement capability and was once introduced to the Millilith in limited trial deployments. After its performance metrics were fully validated, it was replaced by newer designs and reclassified as an obsolete model, suitable for external trade. At the Not Cry Trade Expo, the Crux fleet demonstrated the system's long-range strike capabilities using this very model. Long before the battle against Beige, certain perceptive figures within the Millilith had already begun studying new methods of engagement, delivering firepower from protected positions to neutralize unconventional threats. Among the various proposals, the cooperative engagement approach soon gained broad support. The concept emphasizes separating the units responsible for target acquisition from those responsible for launching attacks, thereby enabling enemies to be eliminated without placing friendly forces in danger. To realize this vision, the cooperative engagement early model Guizhong ballista was equipped with 3 types of ammunition: an overhead surveillance device for target designation, a general-purpose shell capable of engaging both air and ground targets, and a high-explosive round specialized for ground bombardment. In practice, the overhead surveillance device would be launched into the combat zone first, where it would designate targets and guide the bombardment that followed. The specimen placed within the realm within, however, contains no such weapon systems. In keeping with the realm's peaceful nature, it now stands merely as a dignified sculpture. Source obtained from limited time event. Yeah. Interesting, they were already thinking about this before Beige. Maybe if you rewind again, you can use Arlecchino. Maybe. It's on hard. Oh my, I will see. On Monday, I will be doing exactly Imaginarium Theater. First, for the Bookworm challenge, I will have to read absolutely everything, all the explanations. And then, on my main account, like a normal person. But for today, I really have to go. So, thank you everyone so much for watching and chatting with me. And I hope to see you another day. Oh, my CJ. Ah no, this is my thing glitched. Where I thought CJ had returned. Okay. Never mind. Thank you everyone so much for watching and chatting with me. And I hope to see you another time. Bye bye for now.